Look, at my age, you know I've been to a lot of doctors. Healthcare partners, they really care. They're concerned about your health. They're all the best. I am Roberta, and I am a healthcare partner. Visit hcpnv.com to hear my story.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by Dr. Richter from Compassionate Care for Women, providing personalized quality health care for women at every stage of life. News is also brought to you by Star Nursery for all your landscape and gardening supplies right here in Pahrump. Call 775-727-5300 for more information.
Tonight on News 46, the government is reopened for business.
A drug disposal unit is installed at the Senior Center.
And the Moose Lodge holds a fundraiser for the USO. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Monique Mitchell. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Thursday, October 17th, 2013. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Monique Mitchell for News 46.
Well, Democrats and Republicans had wildly different takes today on the agreement passed by Congress and signed by President Barack Obama that ended the 16-day partial shutdown of the government and averted a possible U.S. default. Hundreds of thousands of federal workers returned to their jobs across the nation, and national parks and monuments reopened under the agreement, considered a victory for Obama because it lacked substantive changes to his signature health care reform targeted by conservatives.
Well, 2 teen girls were detained today at a Victoria's Secret store in Manhattan after possible human remains were found in one of their bags. The 17-year-old girls were reportedly acting suspiciously at the Herald Square store. Store security detained the 2 while police made the discovery. Initial reports indicated the remains are a fetus. The medical examiner's office is investigating. One of the teens was taken to Bellevue Hospital to be evaluated, and the other is in police custody at a nearby precinct.
And the Pahrump Senior Center received one of their own drug return units today.
Well, we just put in the box in. We put it in a couple days ago, but we feel like we'll do well here because many of the senior citizens here are on prescribed drugs. So, and it makes it convenient for them too, so they don't have to drive all over town to drop their drugs off.
What types of drugs does the med return take?
I'll take anything you got. If you find non-prescription drugs such as marijuana, etc., we'll pick those up too, no questions asked.
Why is it important to put them in this box and not dispose of them yourself?
Well, first of all, we don't want it in the water supply. We don't want anyone else beside the person who has been prescribed the drugs to have access to them. So the sheriff is really down on these prescription drugs. He wants them all off the street. And we're working harder every day, but we're picking up more drugs every day. So there's still a lot more drugs out there to be picked up.
So this med return is available here at the Pahrump Senior Center during their normal operating hours, but what's the number to call in case they can't make it down here and they need to dispose of drugs?
Just call me on my cell, area code 775-209-3851.
You got a med return here. Tell me about it.
Yes, we do. Ben was gracious enough to bring one down for us for our seniors who have a lot of medications that they don't know what to do with. Perfect opportunity. We'll have it here indefinitely, I hope. Correct, Ben? And it'll be available to all the seniors or anybody actually if there's during our business hours if they have some meds to have to drop so that they were off the streets and out of where they shouldn't be. We have it here and we welcome everybody to go ahead and use it. That's what it's for. we're here for, for anybody that needs it. Like I said, our business hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 3:30. If somebody has some medications that they want to drop, we're more than welcome to have them come in and put them in our box here, and Ben will come and get them and take care of it and discard them properly.
What a convenient place to do this for the seniors too as well. It just makes sense.
Absolutely. That way they don't have to find someplace else, and a lot of them are on different medications, and it's a perfect opportunity, and we're really happy to have it here, very blessed to have it, and hopefully it'll be very good use for all of them.
As we head into our first break, let's join Mr. Movie Phone.
I'm Mr. Movie Phone. Carrie is back in theaters. Don't make her angry. And two action icons are together again. I'll leak some secret information in my weekend movie preview next.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
Happy weekend, everybody. I'm Mr. Movie Phone with your weekend movie preview. This week at the movies, there's a leak of the wiki kind. Two Jerry action stars are back in action, and she's back. It's a reboot of the horror classic, Carrie.
Mama, I've been asked to prom.
A teenage loner discovers she has the power to make objects move, and soon unleashes her fury on the town that ridiculed her, starring Chloe Grace Moretz and Julianne Moore. The real deal? Well, this Carrie offers absolutely nothing new, and for fans of Brian De Palma and the original, it's bloody sacrilege. I'm out. Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger have an escape plan.
I break out of prisons for a living.
You don't look that smart.
You don't either.
Sly and Arnold are two inmates who team up to find a way out of the Tomb, the most high-tech and secure prison ever built. The real deal? Well, if you're like me at about the 30-minute mark, you'll be making your escape plan. I'm out. The secret is out in the Fifth Estate.
12 million people have seen that video. You still want to tell me you think it's just a little website?
Based on the true story, the movie follows the rise of Julian Assange's website WikiLeaks, which exposed secret government documents, starring Benedict Cumberbatch and Laura Linney. The real deal? Well, good performances, but the movie about an extreme risk taker takes no chances, and here's my WikiLeak. You should wait for the DVD. I'm out. Your best bet this weekend are the limited releases. 12 Years a Slave is about a free black man who was sold into slavery and the cruelty and kindness he encounters along the way. P.S. Probably this year's Oscar winner. And Robert Redford is a sailor who is left stranded on the open sea, and all is lost. His best movie in a long, long time. All right, now remember, free showtimes, your tickets, my 6-second review, so much more. Go to moviephone.com or tweet me right at 6-second reviews. So have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you at the movies. That's a wrap.
Welcome back to News 46. The USO at McCarran Airport is a hub for all military service personnel traveling through our area. The Moose Lodge held a fundraiser to benefit this important agency.
I'm here with Jim Cornell. We are here at the Moose Lodge. What's going on today?
Well, we're having a donation dinner for the USO McCarran facility.
And why did you guys decide to do this?
We've been doing it. We try and do it at least once a year to raise some funds for the needed items that are used at that facility as our troops come through McCarran.
This is a well-utilized USO. What is the USO?
The USO is a facility where our troops that are traveling from one place to another can stay and enjoy a TV or games and facilities that they have available to help them before they have to move on to their next destination.
And that's for all of Southern Nevada right there in that location. We have a lot of volunteers from Pahrump that go over to that location at McCarran Airport.
Yes, we do. Doug Bradford is the director, and he has a crew that maintains and helps the troops in their needs and whatnot.
A popular spaghetti dinner you have here at the Moose Lodge for these types of fundraisers.
Yes, we have it. We have a volunteer crew that makes it and everything else. Everybody raves about how wonderful it is. We just try and get as much donation as we can and help various community efforts.
What type of events are you going to have here for this afternoon?
We have the Silver Tappers coming in around 4:30, and they're going to dance, and basically it's just a dinner, and then Doug Bradford will be here, and he'll explain what the USO facility does and how they have advanced so much since it opened.
This is for donation only, and you guys have a bake sale too as well?
The ladies have got all baked goods that they've made, and they're for sale, and those funds will go to the donation dinner as well.
If people couldn't make this event, can they still donate for the USO?
Yes, they certainly can. They can mail a check or swing by and drop off a check. The address is 1100 2nd Street, 89048, Pahrump, Nevada.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And now let's join Deanna O'Donnell with your news across Nevada.
Nevada Budget Director Jeff Mullenkamp wants a bill passed that asks the federal government to reimburse the state for costs incurred during the partial government shutdown. Mullenkamp could not estimate a figure, but said the state covered the payroll for employees handling such items as SNAP, which is the food stamp program, and WIC, which is Women, Infants, and Children, during the 16-day federal partial shutdown. Had the shutdown gone into next week, Mullenkamp said the state would have faced D-Day to make some very hard decisions on SNAP, WIC, and various other programs. He said SNAP likely would have been suspended. That would have affected about 460,000 Nevada residents and about 500 staffers who oversee the program. WIC also likely would have been suspended. He said unemployment checks were never in jeopardy, but paying unemployment staffers would have become an issue, saying the state would have had money for the payments, but perhaps not the people to actually process the payments. Nevada demographer says the state's population grew by 35% in the first 10 years of the century, despite some major economic setbacks. The population is still projected to grow another 9.6% by 2020. Nevada will add 529,000 people over the next 2 decades, with Clark County gaining the most, about 377,000. The state's gambling industry continues to be the biggest driver for employment, but education and healthcare sectors have the most room to grow. Nevada has regained about 28% of the jobs lost in the height of the recession, compared with 75% nationally. Boys Town, Nevada announces a 2-year, $2 million grant from the Eaglestad Family Foundation to support and expand their family-based services. A portion of the grant will directly support a collaboration between the Latin Chamber of Commerce, Boys Town, Clark County School District, Boys and Girls Club, and the Latin Chamber of Commerce Community Foundation. The collaboration will provide services to families of students enrolled in various schools in Clark County. Funding from the Eaglestad Family Foundation will enable the collaborative to serve more than 500 families over the 2-year period. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your news across Nevada.
Thank you very much, Deanna. And folks, don't go anywhere because we're going to have much more local news coming up for you right after this break, so please keep it here.